Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what? Oh, no, what?
It's 58. We have to have it. Oh, no.
We do now. Yes, we do. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Let's Stabilize the Signal portion of the In Wheel Time car show. And, I've had Jeff off on the microphone. His headset's on, but I've got him off over here. That's all for a reason, because it's Mr. Chatterbox, and it's nonstop, 24/7. And
That's what Kathy loves about him.
is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll never admit that.
That she loves him?
Yeah.
Yes, she
So
does.
we've spent the last hour and a half in here trying to get some stupid video up and running, and it just
There ain't no we to it.
no, I'm part of it. I'm part of the hassle factor.
It's turning into wee-wee.
What is it?
Turning into wee-wee.
Wee. Is that O-U-I?
Yeah,
Wee
something
wee?
like that.
It's French.
Or is it W-E-E?
I'm
W-E-E?
going to be using language. You better cut me off here.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. You just stay busy over there doing whatever it is that you do. And we're going to get ready to hit the live go
We
button.
are.
We are live.
already live.
We
And
are
we're
live
going.
on YouTube.
But are we stabilized? Whatever that means.
So far, yes, 'cause I'm on
I've spent
Facebook.
50 years in broadcasting,
My
and I've
meds-
never known why we had to go on the air to stabilize the
Because-
signal. I don't want to hear it.
My
Because whatever it is,
I think he's a closet Democrat. That's what it is.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's insulting. We've said worse things about him.
My meds are kicking in.
welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we talk to Richard Tomlin with Apex Motorworks, who has an SCCA Houston racing update and a tour of the shop, including a Vanigan? Is it a Vanigan that he's got in
Yeah,
there?
Volkswagen.
A Vanigan, okay. So that's with Richard. Mr. Mars has a feature on a banned Buick six-banger from the NHRA Pro Stock department. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you looked at me like I was saying something in foreign language.
No,
He
I was,
always
I
looks
was
like
shocked that.
Later, it's my buddy Rodney Rodriguez with a Roundy Round 2022 preview. We have the upcoming events calendar and today's news headlines, all just ahead in this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin, and I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this cold and blustery winter day here. Is it winter?
I think
Feels
technically
like
it's
it,
winter,
yeah.
but I mean, we're going to get, I think, 2 days of winter this week.
Is that what we're going to get?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get a lot more than that if I have anything to do with it.
No, we'll wait a
That has
week. and
nothing
then we'll
to do
get
with
2 more
weather.
days.
Move your microphone up there, Mr. Broadcasting. There you go. Thank you.
Howdy.
Oh, Lord. How long have we been doing this? 10 years? When I have
Seems
to tell you
like
to
forever.
adjust the microphone?
Because it
I
fits my head different every time I put it on.
Yeah, because that point gets loud, bigger and
Yeah,
bigger up
I
there.
keep losing more hair. and
Is
it
that
fits
what
different.
it is? Uh-huh. Okay.
Hey.
Huh?
That's why yours goes on the same way all the time.
Yeah, because you've lost that pointy head.
I have control. I can turn you all off.
You already have.
Wait a minute. Please
Yeah,
do, because
be careful.
bingo, I
Turn
did it all.
everybody off.
I've got one button over here. I can do that.
Got a master
it's
button.
magic.
How are you, Richard?
Richard Tomlin.
Yeah, Richard.
Apex Motorworks and SCCA Houston. Richard, how the heck are you, sir? What is that little box in front of his mouth? Is that
I don't know.
Are we worried about him saying something? He has a little box in front of his mouth.
It says more action.
Well, you'd probably be
Is that
nice
on
if
my
you turned
end?
him on,
I think
because
that's
we
on
can't
his
hear him.
end.
What?
We can't hear him.
Well, he's on.
Isn't it like when they blurt out
Hold
their
on just a
faces?
minute and let him talk.
Okay.
Go ahead, Richard.
Can you hear me?
there we go.
Yeah, cutting in and out.
No,
Mike?
no, that's not going to work. So, Mr. Mars, I'll let you fix that. Hopefully. Conrad, it's good to see you. How have you been this week?
Wonderful. Been a great week.
Good.
Spent Monday through Thursday out in the Beaumont area, running around out there. Had a good week.
That's great. That's great. You know,
Driving the full-size van.
Oh, really?
Don't like driving that full-size van.
What do you mean a full-size van?
It's
You
a
mean
big Chevy Express van.
they still make those things?
Yeah.
They do?
Well, this one's 2011
One.
model or
How
something.
many miles on it?
260,000
Oh,
miles.
it's breaking in.
You know, it's that you can tell it's an original Chevy Express van because the paint's peeling off of it.
What is up with that?
Oh gosh,
Because you
enough
see
lacquer?
almost every one of those vans, the
No.
paint's peeling off of it.
the white ones,
Yes.
but not the colored ones.
I don't know.
The difference is
I don't see colored ones anymore.
Yeah,
All you see is
they-
the white ones.
Well, they made ones that had green, gold,
The gold-
all
the
different-
golds
all
do
the
that
different
quite a bit,
colors on
yep.
them. So when General Motors makes what I call the white fleet, the fleet vehicles
Yeah.
that you see,
Right.
they skip a process in the paint department to lower the cost of the vehicle. Well, my opinion is the process that they skip is the one that makes the paint stick. So that's
What a bunch
why-
of morons.
Isn't it made by 3M?
don't get me going. But it's generationally been going on for
Generations.
And it goes on today?
four generations of trucks and basically one generation of van because they've made the same van since the 80s.
Now it's a water process, a spray water process.
No, so they dip it in Elpo electric primer.
Mm-hmm.
So they dip it, and then there's an adhesive process they're supposed to spray on that they do for the colors,
After
but
it
they
comes
don't
out of
for
the
the
dip.
white. After it comes out of the dip and it goes through the oven to dry, and then there's an adhesive they're supposed to spray on it. Well, they skip this, and they don't call it adhesive. There's something other name.
It's a
but-
technical thing.
yeah, but they don't do that because it saves them X amount of dollars per vehicle that they sell into the white fleet, and then
So the paint peels off all
then the
over.
paint peels off after 7 or 8 years. I mean,
Oh,
literally
those
peels
minutes.
off. You can it'll bubble up, and you can just put masking tape on it
And pop it?
and just peel it.
I'll be darned.
Peel it clean off. It's and it's been
you
going
mean to tell
on.
me there hasn't been some sort of class action lawsuit against them?
There
for their-
should be, because this goes all the way back to what I call the 400 series trucks. So talking about Chevy pickup trucks prior to 1998, they had the problem. So of that generation pickup truck, and then they've had it ever since.
How embarrassing. Well, that makes me want to go out and buy one of those.
Well, I don't understand their reasoning for it because it costs them lots of money repainting them. The benefit to GM is generally it doesn't happen till after 6-7 years.
Yeah, after it's gone
so
out of
they're
warranty.
warranty. But the real problem is the retention of customers. It hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and,
I'll
and
go
if-
buy me a Rivian because they make the paint stick on the car better than Chevy.
go
So
buy me a DeLorean.
200,000 miles. You say how does it drive?
It drives fine, but for me, I've got it loaded up, and it's a 3/4 ton van.
You got all your crap in
It's
the
a
back?
25 Oh, it's packed. So it's not.
And it's not on
It's not
shelves. It's
loaded.
all just thrown on the floor.
You're just an old
it's-
crap
it's-
packer, you.
It's loaded to the gills.
That's the craziest thing. Your filing process of product in the back of the van, it's just basically thrown on the floor.
Throw it in, and if it
it's
sticks,
not.
it sticks.
I actually know where stuff is.
Yeah, of course you do, because you threw it on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, threw it in the doors.
It's like your sock drawer at home.
Well, when you were a kid, was your room full of clothes, dirty clothes all over the floor?
No, they're all under the bed.
No, my clothes I threw in the hamper.
Okay. But there was other stuff on the floor.
Everything.
Everything was on the floor.
You wouldn't want to walk in my room
Just like your van.
barefoot.
Uh-huh. You'd step on little model cars and
Legos.
Well, it
Corvettes
wouldn't just be the
Army
model cars.
men.
It would be. You remember when you made the models,
Little trees?
You'd break the
little
trees around.
Yeah.
That had the little spikes on them.
Yeah.
from where you
Or the Barbie
you'd
dolls,
Step
the
on
same
one of those.
thing.
No,
The Bar-
I didn't have Barbie dolls, Jeff. But
We had a clothes shoot.
We'll go to you.
We had a clothes shoot where you take your laundry and there was a door. You push a button, the door would open, you drop it down, and it would go right into the laundry room downstairs.
Richard Tomlin's going, why am I on the show? Is he ready to go?
Yes, sir.
There he is.
Okay.
I was good till Barbie dolls.
We keep it live, brother. We keep
Oh,
it
we
honest.
could tell you moved your spot and got to a better reception area. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think it was the fact that I was in the paint shop area, and there's just too many metal walls. there,
Wait a
so
minute.
that-
Was that the
peeling.
paint? Was
Yep.
that the paint shop that GM uses when all the paint peels off?
Man, I tell you what, that paint, he couldn't have described that any better. When he talks about a clean surface, it looks like it's never been sanded, never been touched. It is just pristine. And it does not stick.
And it's been going on for way too long. You know,
years.
It's just crazy. But and from somebody who paints vehicles, you know, you guys would know better than anybody else does.
Commercial is where it is focused, though. It's just that GM white is what we call it.
Right.
It just feels like a teenager after spring break.
What?
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Leave the comedy to us, right?
So tell us what's going on with SCCA, and then we'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the shop.
Yeah, so January is usually one of our larger events. So we had our January 2nd autocross, had 145 drivers show up.
Wow.
Huge turnout for an event at the Houston Police Academy. It was great. People driving in from Dallas, San Antonio, Louisiana, a couple from Oklahoma City. So it was a good event. We've got another one coming up February 6th. This will be about 120 cars. The same weekend, we'll be running at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, the F1 track that everybody loves so much. That'll be a Hoosier Super Tour. So that'll be a national event. You will have cars from all over the U.S. coming. Free spectators show up, come in, attend.
Okay.
See what your local.
So it's free to watch.
Yeah, just show up,
At
sign a waiver.
At COTA?
Yeah, but
I didn't think anything was free at COTA.
You go and you watch these cars. There's no rundown. There's no menu of what you're watching. You just don't know what you're watching.
No, you can get. Can't you get into electronic timing?
Yeah, you got electronic timing through Race Monitor. But what you do, Don, is you go around the other side to the pits because all of our pits are open. So you can walk up and talk to everybody. And these are your average Joe drivers. They're paying their way to race.
Are they
so
pits
they want
or are they paddocks?
Paddocks, pit, grid,
whatever.
It's all open. There's not an opportunity that you can't take advantage of.
And what class of cars are these?
These will be everything from your stock, let's just say Mazda 2, Honda Fits, all the way up to your GT1, GT2 cars.
Wait a minute. Did you say a Honda Fit?
He did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really? A Honda Fit?
2 Mini Coopers, new and old. I would say pretty much anything with 4 wheels you will be able to find there that weekend, car-wise racing.
And so are those cars, do they have to have a roll cage and you have to wear a helmet and that sort of stuff? Or is it kind of like bring Mama's Buick Skylark out there and run it around there?
Correct. And think back to Ford versus Ferrari, the early days when they show Ken Miles out, and a couple Cobras and what we call SCCA regional racing. That's exactly what that was. It's where it all starts.
When you said older and newer, what is the oldest and what is the newest model out there?
I've seen 54 Mini Coopers out there racing with us, and then of course you've got the brand new Mini Coopers too.
Wow.
And that was the whole thing on the Mini Coopers. You've got the spread. We've actually had the privileges of working on one of the original 4 1952 Mini Cooper race cars from John Works. A lot of fun, a lot of challenges in seeing how they built things in 52 versus how we build them today. It's changed a little bit.
And with that, the tire technology has changed so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Do the new tires really overstress the old suspension systems?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll tear a car apart. They'll actually tear on the older stuff like that. You'll actually tear the unibody apart. I used to kind of laugh and joke about everybody seam sealing the cars of the 70s, early Trans Am stuff. And I think that's where our tire technology started changing, but it would actually pull the unibody spot welds apart.
Wow.
So
that's got to be scary.
Just too much stress.
So do you use on those cars? Do you use a tire that won't grip as well, so you do less stress to the metal?
No, we just weld more metal. Ever grip? Come on.
Oh, look at that! Look at that big 12-inch zip that came unzipped right there. Oh, just throw a weld on it. We'll be good.
Yep. Throw a bigger weld.
And then it unzips in another part of the car.
Right. Move to the next weakest link, exactly.
Wow, that's scary.
So your COTA event, is that probably one of the biggest ones that you guys host out of South Texas SCCA?
Yeah, that's
Houston
put that on
SCCA.
with 3 regions together to put that event on. That site is amazingly expensive, and without the help of the national office, it'd be tough to do.
And then how many entries do you think you'll have?
Comparison, the one we have this weekend, we're having this exact same style event at Homestead this weekend. They've got 487 entries.
Wow.
So
Homestead.
we close to 500 entries.
Wow.
Well, and then, just the desire to run an F1 track, I'm sure you draw even more people because, hey, I'm running at COTA at the F1 track. And you guys actually do run the circuit F1 runs?
Yeah.
Yep. Full track it with their curb markers to keep everybody in check, too.
And what's the length? Is it 2.7 miles?
3.4.
Is it?
Is it 3.4?
3.4. 3.4.
Oh, okay.
3.4, 20 turns. Whereas you look at region.
And
at
undulations
2.4.
in the topographical ups and downs.
You ever been to COTA?
Oh, yeah, many times, yeah.
Well, we
Down
need
in
to
the
we need to get to COTA and drive, or at least ride. I'll be honest with you. I'd love to drive it, but I would rather go for a ride with somebody
that knew what they were doing.
That knew what they were doing and understood.
We'll
the course.
take your van.
Take my van.
I got to drive it once, actually twice. And one time it was in the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. And, so it had plenty of juice. And on the back stretch.
Yeah, it sits
you
way
could
up
bump
off the ground, and you feel like you're going to tump over every time you go around the corner.
But still, I got to go around the corners. Backstretch, I think I did 128 on the backstretch.
Wow.
So if you've been to COTA enough to know about the front stretch, it is interesting that some of our smaller cars, the older Formula Vs, some of the older Mini Cooper cars, have to downshift going up the hill.
Really?
Wow.
So keep that in mind. You see the F1 cars, you're like, oh, that's amazing. It is. And then you put a normal car on a track of that scale, and some of the cars literally come out of some of the corners almost topped out because the course is so wide. They're maximizing everything the car has 90% of the time they're on track.
But you would have to upshift or downshift anyway going up the hill because there's a big U-turn up there.
That's at the end, though, not at the bottom.
So is there any type of schooling
But
or
I
classes
think that goes back to what Don was saying about riding with somebody that knows how to really drive on that track.
And in that car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not some rent car that you don't know anything about.
Right. Figuring out the apex, too. Is there a class for the folks that go out there the first time to show where you accelerate and apex of the turns?
So for SCCA, we run a comp school, so it's a 3-day school. If you want to get individual lessons at each track, you can attend those tracks, and they do have individual schools they'll take.
And how much does that cost to have your individual?
The 3-day school at MSR is $1,800. Now, if you want an individual lessons, that's usually $500 a day, $500 to $600 a day, and that's a coach sitting in your right seat, walking you through everything at that facility.
So is that the MSR for $1,800? Is that in their fleet, driving their fleet of Mercedes, or is that driving your own?
You bring your own car. Tear up your own stuff.
Yeah, you'll have a classroom session. You'll be with probably 15 to 20 other drivers going through the process. 3-day school, so you have classroom drive over 3 days. Last day, you've got a test. Once you pass, give it 2 to 3 weeks in a physical. You've got a comp license. Go out and play.
Wow.
But do you race side by side, or is it individual stuff?
Side by side. That's the actual wheel-to-wheel racing. That's the
Hell
real deal.
no. I ain't doing that.
Bring the Corvette.
Oh, hell no.
Well, you paid for the training. Trained up.
I get to tear up my car if somebody moron is next to me.
Hey, don't call me a moron.
Some dyslexic guy that sat next to me in class picking his nose and talking to his girlfriend
You're still
online.
talking about me. Your Corvette would be faster than my van.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
3,000 pounds of junk in it.
Yeah, no.
Get more of us in the van.
Get that Chevy van with the paint peeling off of it, and I'm good. I'll do that.
We'll put a cooler in the back. It'd be great.
Better yet, just give me a big yellow school bus. Let me put that out there. I'd be
Bring
fine with that.
bus.
Yeah,
That's
worth way too much money for that. What is it? It's a 37 school bus? Yeah. No, I'm good.
Interesting.
Richard, I'm sorry. We kind of went off track, but
Squirrel.
The squirrel.
So I'm gonna post your Hugh SCCA.com on our Facebook page, and people can go on there and look for the events and stuff that you guys have going on. But the COTA event really sounds like that may be the area event to get to get on property for free. Interact in the paddock for free. Sounds pretty cool.
It does.
Yeah, you know what it sounds like to me? dollar signs, because once you get out there and start talking to these guys, you go, "Oh God, I got to do that.
Yeah.
I got to be here today."
If nothing else, buy some merch from them. And I don't think all of them sell merch, but I would think some of them are selling some.
We should sell merch.
We're supposed to
We
be selling
should sell merch. I've been after Mars about this for a while. I've given him a website. I told him what to do.
I'm not seen the merch. Where's
Well,
the merch?
why don't you belly up with the money?
It doesn't cost anything.
What do you mean? Doesn't cost anything.
Hey, Richard, can we take a tour of the shop?
We can try. I'm worried about signal leaving.
Well, yeah, listen. Let's not push it too much. But we did want to see the Vanigan.
Yes.
Well, that was
Go
over at
back.
the body shop.
Oh, it's in the body shop?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, but I can go from the outside.
We
Yeah.
There we go, lost
there
the
you
signal.
go.
So tell us a little bit about the.
Yeah, back up.
I see the Challenger on your social media. What's going on with the Challenger?
That is the Roadrunner that my parents drove to the hospital when I was born.
Oh, wow.
So that car is just neglected by me. That's all.
68?
And, 68 Plymouth Roadrunner. Yep.
Yeah.
Was originally white. I painted it many years ago, and just need to get it put back together.
And what about that Corvette sits next to it?
That Corvette is a crazy story. We just picked that up for a friend. We gave it to his son, who is 16,
Yikes.
and
Oh, boy.
picked it up for $1,200. And we'll be pulling the motor out of it today and trans. He'll have new motor trans in it inside the next probably 7 to 8 days.
Just going with a regular Chevy small block, or are you going to LS it?
Regular Chevy small block, but nothing stock about it, but the block. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
He comes from-
and we know you.
I'm really just kind of providing space and chaperoning where I can. Just trying to help out. I love the fact that we're getting a young man a car that he wanted, a car of his dreams, in his words, and he has been here every day wrenching on the car.
Oh, good for
he's-
him.
Add to it. So
Getting a chance to learn the car, learn what to do, learn how to work on
provide
it.
all the service knowledge I can, just
Well,
show up and do it.
Richard, it's always great to talk to you, and thanks for putting up with our insanity over here.
It's been crazy.
And happy birthday to Ricky.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely insane. Shout out to Conrad, if you would look this up. So Speed Advocates is doing an event today. And then that's Stephen Cruz, one of our friends. But it is a kids car show where they're doing Power Wheels, pit bikes, go-karts.
Oh, yeah.
Bring 3 to 6. The website or the address is on his page, but it's up Tomball area. But we'll be there between 3 and 6. And right now we're getting ready to head down to MSR for Porsche Club.
All right.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you, sir. Take care of yourself. We'll be in touch with you next month.
You bet.
Richard Tomlin, Apex Motorworks, and the local SCCA guy. All right, time now for the events calendar, which kind of folds right into what Richard was saying, because believe it or not, there are January events going on.
Oh, yeah, there's actually quite a few events going on in and around the area.
And the weather today is a little uncomfortable.
No, it's
So
beautiful out there.
for
It's
you.
nice and cool.
It's nice and cool, and you got the windows rolled up in the car.
I've got 3 shirts on and heated socks.
Again, what Richard talked about is Speed Advocates, and Stephen Cruz does this with the Power Wheels with the kids about quarterly, and it's going to be at the Rudy's Barbecue on 249, just south of Tomball. Also, tomorrow at 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the Car Culture at Cinco Ranch in Katy, and that's just an open cruise in. Also tomorrow is HPD Twin Peaks Meet in Shenandoah, Texas, up in the Woodlands. And, that's now that football season is kind of coming to an end. They're going to let him back in up there with the cruise-ins at Twin Peaks. Tomorrow as well, starting at 9 a.m., is the Misfit Mafia Cruise. And that's going to start at the Bass Pro Shops in Pearland, and it's going to go down through, Lake Jackson, across the Blue Oyster. What's the name of the
Blue Oyster Cult.
What's the Blue River? What's the
River of No
What's
Return.
the bridge and the tollway down there to get onto Galveston?
Bridge
to
over
nowhere.
the River Kwai.
Nowhere. Bridge to nowhere.
Bridge over River Kwai.
It's down at Surfside on that side of the island. I don't
It's
get over
somewhere
there.
down there.
And then,
I don't get over there.
Richard was talking about the out at the Houston Police Academy, BMW SCCA Autocross is tomorrow as well. and that's out at the Police Academy out by the airport. And then Chaos Park and Chill at Mason Road.
I like the name of that.
And that's 2 to 5 p.m. tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Mars has a feature this morning
He
that I'm
certainly
really
does.
interested to find out about called Banned from the NHRA Pro Stock Ranks, the Buick V6. Go.
A long time ago, way back when in 1986, there was a guy named Buddy Ingersoll, and he was working with the people at Buick, the factory people at the Buick, and they had were petitioning NHRA to let him run the V6 and the turbo. Now, at the time, back then, they would let him put power adders in because there was such a disadvantage in cubic inches between the V6 and the monster motors that could be 500, 600, 700 cubic inches at the time. So they let him put on a turbocharger. And then they let him put on 2 turbochargers. So it was fine, and they said he could do that so long as he could be competitive. So he put it on, worked his way up to where he was getting faster and faster and faster, got competitive. And so he actually got up against Bob Glidden at the Fall Nationals of 1986 and lost the clutch in the finals, or he might have beat Glidden.
Wow.
But it was decided at that point that he should not be in pro stock any longer. They were going to bump him down to the competition eliminator. That's not where he wanted to be. So he went over to IHRA with the same setup, and they said, yeah, you can run in pro stock if you can be competitive, which he was at that time. But it was the same problem. He got to running in it and actually got to the point he was going to beat people. You know, mechanical problems, clutches, things like that drag racers have. They came into play on this, and it eventually did the same thing. They said, okay, you can run, but you can't have power adder. You know, this thing that's supposed to make everybody equal between your V6 and the monster V8. So they told me he couldn't do that. Well, that obviously he can't be competitive then in pro stock. So basically they changed the rules, just like we've been talking about on several others, to where he literally got pushed out of pro stock.
Did Buick not make a V8 back then? Why couldn't he have just taken the Buick V8 and stuck in there?
But that was back in the time when they were selling the Grand Nationals and they wanted to promote the Turbo V6. And
that's what they were doing from the factory.
Only ran one NHRA event.
Right. That's when he lost the clutch.
And he made it to the finals. The one and only time they actually let him run. Now, he'd been testing all along. I've always followed this story. And Ingersoll he was around for quite a while doing V8s after this.
Yeah, but his V6, it was a factory deal, was pushing him to do it, and that's what they...
He had a lot of Buick money.
Kind of like that Mercedes-Benz that I'm driving out there.
And with that, it was, you can look at this. It was a Buick Regal. It was the G-body. But
which we had one of them show up at Tailpipes and Tacos with the Buick V6 with the turbo on it. And we talked to those people out there about it and the performance of it, which was great for its time for what it was. But when you start talking about running up against a 500 or maybe even a 600 cubic inch V8,
and he was competitive.
Juice. Well, and he was. Yeah. And that was the problem. They didn't like it. So they bumped him out.
You got to remember back when the Buick Grand National was out, it was annoying Chevrolet because it was faster than a Corvette. It was downright faster than a Corvette. So NHRA didn't like it. And then he did run almost a full season in IHRA, and then eventually IHRA banned it as well. And I want to say that might have been not necessarily the beginning of Pro Modified, but it was, that package.
Influence.
That package has gone off to the Pro Modified categories.
Well, the Pro Modified, that is absolutely nuts.
It is. It's a scary class.
It reminds me of, now I'm going to show just how old I am, because I remember the old fuel altereds.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the Bantam bodies and the Anglia bodies. And, literally it was like shooting a rock down the track, because you never knew which direction they were going to go.
Yeah,
with
they
those
couldn't go in a
nitro
straight
motors.
line.
Yeah.
I remember.
Wild Willie Borscht.
I remember that name.
Yeah. He was kind of the multi-year champion, but those cars were insane. And the Pro Mods you see today are just as insane. But the other thing I like about the Pro Mods, and I'll go back to even this Buick V6 with Ingersoll, is the variety of cars. There's a guy who runs a winged Dodge Daytona in Pro Mod. There's another guy who runs a '69 Chevelle, all the older Camaros and Mustangs and stuff, and then the new Camaros and the new Mustangs. So a real wide range of bodies. But it's pure chromoly chassis
and
underneath.
pure insanity
I was
is what
thinking
it
the
is.
same thing.
That's what they ought to have. Let's rename it the Insanity Class.
Yeah. Can I mention how fast this V6 got?
Tell me.
7.2. He was down in 7.2 back in 1986.
And the speed was?
191. What are they doing today?
210.
220, yeah.
210.
Yeah.
210, 212.
Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available from your favorite podcast provider. Thank you for listening, watching. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
You're invited to the event of the year. The Houston Auto Show and Houston Boat Show are getting hitched. January 26th through the 30th at NRG Center. The Auto Show and Boat Show unite for the first time ever. Take a test drive, board your dream boat, check out the latest and greatest models. One ticket gets you into 2 great events. The Houston Auto and Boat Show, January 26th through 30th at NRG Center. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
And I did want you to know that, as a matter of fact, our broadcast is going to have a special addition to it at the car show on the Thursday, right after the opening day. And so we're going to have a special broadcast. And we're going to be on the air from, what, Mike, noon to 3? Noon to 3 on that Thursday. So we invite you to join us on Facebook, especially on that Thursday. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Because of inclement weather, the Tailpipes and Tacos December Cruise-In was canceled. Darn it. The winter returns in the spring. Expect a new and exciting way to enjoy the gathering. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's unique Saturday morning cruise-in, and with a new quarterly format, you'll have more time for car mods and to get ready for cruise-in trophies. Yup, you can compete for best hot rod, best classic, and more. And the top car will be featured on a full-size poster that'll be used to promote the next event. Bragging rights are guaranteed here. Tailpipes and Tacos wants to thank all participants and visitors who made the event an exclusive, fun gathering of unique cars, trucks, hot rods, and lots of muscle. And we know you'll enjoy it even more in 2022. Tailpipes and Tacos will still be held at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, just south of I-10 at Kingsland Boulevard on 99, the Grand Parkway. Stay tuned right here to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, and we'll tell you the exact date for the next event. Until next time, be sure to visit the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, where you'll find the best fajitas this side of California. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.